permissible times to combine Maghrib and Isha?
So if you look at our Salatul Isha time right now, it's 9:52. This is based off of 15 degrees. If you open your phones and change it to 18 degrees, whatever time that is, that'd be like 10 or a 20-minute different, I believe it is. So 18 degrees more than likely is 10:20, 10:12ish. In those 20 to 30 minutes, if you are a traveler, according to the Hanafi school of thought, you can pray your Maghrib and Isha in those 20-30 minutes.
That's the only time permitted.
Permissible to combine, yeah. And for Asr, like the time we have, 6:34, is according to what we call mithlain, mithlani, where the shadow of every object is twice its size. The other mazhabs, they take it where the shadow of everything is 1. So that would probably be, I think it's like a 40-minute difference. It would probably be like 5:50, 5:45ish. So that 5:45ish to 6:34, if you're a traveler, you can pray your Zohar and Asr in that time period.
So it's not like when I travel and I'm like at the airport or somewhere and Jamaat going on, I join the Jamaat at 2 o'clock, that's when the time is. Rather than they'll finish the Zohar and right after that they'll pray us, combine it like this.
So that's the other mazhabs. We don't follow that mazhab. So yeah, we won't join them for Asr.
Yeah, that was my question because somebody, like, we were traveling together and it was winter time. So Asr and Maghrib were very close. So they prayed just Dhuhr. They also prayed Asr together because they knew that they would be traveling during this time. They would not be able to pray. And so they prayed it so that they would not miss the Asr. Then when they reached there, it was Maghrib time, they prayed Maghrib.
Okay.
So I didn't know, so I asked them. They said that yes, we pray like this when we are traveling so that we do not miss the prayer. Is it possible?
I mean, everything needs to be prayed in its time. So as long as Asr was prayed in its time and at least 20 minutes earlier than Maghrib, okay, then it becomes makruh. As long as Asr was prayed in its time, Maghrib was prayed in its time. If they prayed Zohar in Asr time, then according to Hanafis, that's not permissible. They should have prayed Zohar in Zohar time. So as long as every salah is prayed within its time. And if you want one of the strongest proofs for the Hanafi school of thought, if you travel with one of them and you pray Zohar, and this is the beauty of the Hanafi school of thought. People like to make mock us for this. Or they use qiyas. Qiyas meaning analogy. We use our head. That's what qiyas means. So if someone's traveling and Zohar time starts, and he said, I'm going to pray Zohar and Asr together. So he prays Zohar and Asr together. It's only been like 20 minutes since Zohar time starts. If he dies in that time, what happens to the Asr? Even according to them, what happens to the Asr? That Asr becomes nafal. Why? Because Asr never became fard on him because he died before Asr time came in. Why is that the case? You prayed your Asr. But if you were to die, your Asr became a nafal. Why? Because Asr time never came in. Salah comes fard on you when that time comes in. So tomorrow's Fajr is not fard on any human being right now. When Fajr time comes in, Fajr becomes fard. So all the deceased people, all the people that have already died, Fajr is not fard on them because they already died. The entering of the time of a salah is what makes that salah an obligation. So how can you pray Asr in Zohar time when Asr has not even became fard on you yet? إِنَّ الصَّلَاةَ كَانَتْ عَلَى الْمُؤْمِنِينَ كِتَابًا مَوْقُوتًا. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says that salah has been made an obligation upon the believers in their appointed time. كِتَابًا مَوْقُوتًا, in their appointed time.